Northwood are days that we all cherish. A lot of people say stuff about small schools. I think the size of our school really bonded us closer together. I know I've got a lot of friendships that I made in school that I'm sure that these same people will be friends forever.
I love you, man.
You're not getting my Bud Light. But the size of our school also made us close, not only with each other, but I think also with our faculty. And I did get a couple messages from some of our faculty members. One was from Roger Fisher. And I think of Roger Fisher as Northwood High School's very own Clint Eastwood. Roger's a tough guy. But Roger called me and he wanted everybody to know he retired after 35 years in the year 2000. Then he went to work for 3 years for his wife running a Montessori school. He said that's all he does now is hangs out and goes fishing. He wanted to wish everybody good luck. And he did say, maybe he says this to all the classes, but he did say we were definitely one of his favorite classes. He remembered it. He wishes he could be here and good luck. Now let's hear it for Roger. I also got a letter from Ralph Kleber, Mr. K. How cool is he? So this is Mr. K's words. It says, "You make me feel good. 20 years, wow. I'm now 77 years old and feeling pretty young. At least until I thought about you graduating 20 years ago. I've been retired for 17 years and have had a great retirement so far. We've done a lot of world traveling. We've seen a lot of the country together and plan to see more yet this year. We've been all over Mexico and a bit of Canada. We spent a month in Europe several years ago and visited many countries. We set up our own itinerary and really got to see countries and meet the people. We've been to Africa twice, first to North Africa, which wasn't all that exciting, and then to Kenya, where we went on a photographic safari. That was great. We had lions roaring right outside of our tent at night. We were charged by Cape Buffalo and rhino. Every day was a new adventure. Our last big trip was China. We traveled the North Silk Road to the western border, where Westerners haven't been allowed for many years. Just as we were about to head back east, one of our fighter planes accidentally found a Chinese embassy someplace. And I heard that was Brett Simon. Says I can't recall which one. But we were in Hong Kong at the time and managed to fly out before things could get too nasty. We went from there to Manila, where we stayed for about a week visiting friends of mine from World War II. Then we had to fly back to Hong Kong for our flight home. Fortunately, we had no problems. The Chinese are very uninformed, so most of them weren't even aware of the bombing. Our traveling since has been pretty much confined to trips to our cabin in northern Michigan. Some of you guys have been there. And to North Carolina, where my sons live. He and his wife had twin boys the day after Christmas, so that has been pretty exciting. They're both pretty old to be starting a family, but they're loving it. I have a book published, which I will expect all of you to go out and buy immediately. They're available at a little Professor bookstore and Thackeray's in Toledo. And for your out-of-towners, you can order them by phone from the Perrysburg Art Council. The name of the books is Tracks Along the Riverbank. I think you would enjoy it. Tell them if you want it signed. Lastly, when I retired, I got into sculpture. I have one piece on permanent display at the Way Library in Perrysburg and another at the First United Methodist Church in Perrysburg. I'm currently working on a life-size sculpture of a couple of kids, which will be displayed someplace here in Perrysburg whenever they decide where they want it. Well, I've taken enough of your happy time. We recently moved into a new villa outside Perrysburg, and we'd really love to see all of you. And he says, not at the same time, please.
Hey, let's go over there tonight.
Yeah, there you go.
Again, have a wonderful reunion, and God bless all of you. It was a wonderful gift, having the privilege of knowing all of you and being your friend as well. Lots of love, Ralph Kleber, Mr. K.
Hey, Dad, I thought ACDC was going to be here.
I know. They canceled off last week.
They did?
A lot of planning went into this tonight, and I want to personally thank the reunion committee. The reunion committee was Marnie, Kim, Barb, Ron, Garrett, and a special thanks to Michelle. Where's Michelle? Where's Mickey? Mickey! Marty, get Mickey. Well, I've got to tell you, I'd like to take credit for this awesome hall. I did this place awesome, by the way. It was about 3 months ago, and actually I was dropping the ball, and I hadn't really done a thing. And Michelle happened to call me. I think her and Kim were talking, and Michelle called me out of the blue and started telling me she was running the food services here at the Toledo Yacht Club, and talked to me about having a reunion here. So, just like our 10-year reunion, Mickey bailed me out again. Come up here, Mickey. I wanted to give, we got Mickey, myself and the reunion committee, because she made our work so easy, we threw in and got her a couple gift certificates. All right. So, that sounds right.
Good guess.
And Devil Fibers. She is a lifesaver. We're very lucky to graduate with her. Or at least, I'm telling you, these reunions would not be this nice. Okay, as far as tonight's events, you guys know we have a photographer. The photographer's going to be leaving shortly. So if you want any couple shots or group shots that you want to do on your own, make sure you get down there right away. We're going to do some door prizes later. We got fabulous gifts to give away. Hopefully everybody, they must have done it because the Match the Kids sign is down. So hopefully everybody has done that. If not, get those in right away.
Make sure everybody's got a ticket.
Okay, and if anybody did not get a raffle prize ticket, make sure to see Marnie. And Marnie will hook you up there. If you have any requests for tonight's DJ, Dane's going to request some ACDC, I'm sure. You see the tip jar out back in the bar, make sure you tip the bartender if you get a shot. And anybody who is not in a hurry to get out of here tonight, we have to clean up. So anybody who wants to help, nobody has to, but I have to, Michelle has to. Anybody who wants to help put chairs away and stuff like that, that'd be a great help if you could stick around. Something myself and the reunion committee had talked about, and maybe you guys can see me tonight and give me some input. We've talked about, we've already started talking about our 25-year reunion, and one of the ideas we were kicking around is maybe for a 25-year reunion, doing a multi-class reunion. Like maybe having a class before us and a class after us. It's in Florida. 25-year reunions at Danny's house in Florida. No, but it kind of, with the size of our class, it kind of makes it tough to keep the price down. You know, you get half the class, that's only 30 couples or 35 couples that come to this. If we had 3 or 4 classes in there, we could probably keep the price down and maybe get a bigger place. And let's face it, with the size of Northwood, we were pretty close with the classes in front of us and behind us. So that's my thoughts on it. But maybe if you guys think otherwise or have any other input, maybe you guys can let me know later tonight.
As long as that class before us doesn't come around and twang us.
Yeah.
Back in the bar area, there's a video tape going, and we're going to keep rewinding and replaying. That's of our 10-year reunion, so anybody who wasn't there or anybody who was there and wants to see us. And I noticed in that 10-year reunion, all the girls' hair look the same. I had a mullet. That's at my 20, I played it at work, and one of my tellers, she's 20 years old, said, why does all the girls' hair look the same, and why do you have a mullet?
That had to be Ashley.
What's that?
Was that Ashley?
Yeah, it was Ashley. Banker's Place. And we're going to be unveiling unveiling the what's up board later, so we didn't want to, it gave away too many clues on the kids board later, so we're pulling up, that kind of tells what everybody's been up to since graduation, so we'll be pulling the sheet off there shortly.
We should have done that.
After dinner, Kim's gonna have a little, gonna talk to us a little bit. Oh, and tomorrow, the picnic. The picnic is at 12 o'clock, it's for, everybody's family is invited, not parents, but your children is invited. And if anybody doesn't know where it's at, it's right behind the police station in Northwood. And if anybody needs more specific directions than that, see me later. That's from 12 to 5. We're providing burgers and dogs and condiments and chips and pop and stuff like that. Anybody who's got a volleyball mat, if they're coming to the picnic, if they could bring that, that would be very cool.
A dish.
Bring a dish. Everybody bring a dish to share. And anybody who has spare firewood sitting around, there is a fireplace in the, we've got the shelter house there, there's a fireplace there. I checked it out yesterday. And we could build a fire, so if anybody's got spare firewood, bring that. And make sure, make sure you bring your